OLUM, who defied odds and became the first Kenyan to play in America's Major League Soccer. Before joining the MLS, OLUM spent 4 years playing college soccer at Missouri Baptist University, where he was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame as the most decorated athlete in the program's history. He then made his professional debut in the United Soccer League, where he played for various teams before his 2011 MLS debut with Sporting Kansas City. Now, Lawrence went on to win a title in 2014 and got to meet the then U.S. President Barack Obama at the White House during their victory tour. Now, he also got to play for Kenya's national team, Harambee Stars, and also went to play for a different MLS side, the Portland Timbers. He further played in the USL before retirement. Lawrence currently lives in Missouri, where he coaches USL side St. Charles FC. And nataka kukaribisha sana. Lawrence, karibu sana to the OneMicShow. Can you hear us?
Yes, clearly. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Asante sana, Lawrence. And how's it going on the side of the country where you're in? Is it Missouri or is it Kansas or is it both? Those two places confuse the hell out of me.
Actually, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri right now.
Okay.
So, deep in the middle of Missouri.
Okay. All right. Asante sana. So, we want you to get started by maybe just telling us where it all got started. Where were you born and raised? And at what point in your life did it hit you that you wanted to play soccer as a career?
I was born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya, pale Embakasi.
Okay.
My mother worked for Kenya Pipeline Company, and my dad used to work for Kenya Posta. So they were both volleyball players that played for the national team.
Okay.
So by way of family, I also played volleyball. But you know how it is in Kenya. Kids get to play by themselves. Unorganized football or soccer, as you can say right now. And we just found ourselves playing, man. And it so happened that, even when we were playing as a kid, the game doesn't start until you show up. They'd be like, we're waiting for Lawrence to show up, then we can start playing,
Okay.
So kind of like that happened. And then I went to school at Catholic Parochial from standard 1 to standard 4. And that is what we would, on lunch break, on those pavements, we would just kick a ball out and there would be, 50 kids playing the same ball. And the best player kept the ball the longest.
Okay.
So by the time lunch break, Aisha, I had touched the ball the most than everybody else. And that's kind of how I knew I was decent enough at soccer. Not to be on the pro level, but you know how it is back then, back in the 90s. Sports was not considered a business or a venture that you go make money with. It was, in Kenya especially, looking at my parents, it was a way of getting a job. You're good at sports, you get hired by a corporation like Pipeline, who are known for volleyball. So my mother played for them, Kenya Posta, who my dad played for. So it was a means to get into a job. So growing up on that, it was kind of hard to say that you want to be you want to be a pro.
That's very interesting, Lawrence, because you are very unique in the sense that you had two parents who were playing sports, because for a majority of us, like sports wasn't looked at anything by our parents as something that could get you somewhere. And it's interesting that you say that your parents played volleyball as a means towards getting a job. So when we hear those teams, Kenya Pipeline, Posta, KCB, so those players are actually employed by those teams. Is that correct?
That is correct. So the way it is, coming off of high school back then, a team likes you. They'd be like, come in, play for us for about 2, 3, 4 years as we try to find you a spot in the office or in the corporation. So that's That's how they got jobs, to be honest. And it was a means to an end. So me growing up, I already had that thing like, all right, so you can actually do sports, but what you're looking for is something else. So that's kind of how I can't say I was told, but it was the examples I saw. So all my dad's friends were playing volleyball, same thing. Wote walifanya posta. My mom's friends, all of them worked for Pipeline. So it's just kind of what we knew.
Wow, you know, like right now I feel like we need to get your dad and mom in a separate interview.
Yes.
You know, because that in itself is just a very compelling story.
Na walete zile tracksuits za Kenya. Unajua zile tracksuits za Kenya watu wa volleyball muulize Lawrence alikuwa nazo kama 16 of them, different tracksuits. You see?
Zingine ni fupi za watu, zingine ni kubwa za mtu.
Mika ongea tunakusikia.
Mika.
No. I wanted to say like what Lawrence is actually saying, it's something that najua nyinyi watu mlisomea Nairobi, but sisi watu tulisomea Western. It was a known fact, like you would hear even their students who they were so good at soccer, wanaambiwa like teachers would let them get by, wanasema huyu ako na kazi already, like already unapata timu kama Miasi ishaanza kumrecruit, Utalii ishaanza kumrecruit, inaanza kumchezesha waso wabake. If you remember, Ulinzi that's how most people got into the military, through Bake, Ulinzi, rugby, and then kulikuwa na KPA is another company that does give jobs based on sport, especially for the basketball teams, both the men and women. You kuna kilikuwa white card, alisomka white card ile KPA ilikuwa 6 months on, 6 months off, like a semi-permanent employee. So the 6 months off you're supposed to be playing sports, 6 months on you're supposed to be working. Yeah, so it was something that was obviously not like in a Julicana, but it was known like if you're good at sports and you come from a specific area, most likely you'll get a job. Kinamumia Sugar, Chemelil, all those were most of the employees are actually people who came in through the sports system. KBL and Farmers Choice used to do that. Now Utalii College.